Welcome into college football now. I am your host, Harrison Graham. The latest AP poll is out, so we're going to go through the top 25 plus the teams who receive votes. Kind of the first AP poll that really matters because this was the first big Saturday in college football. No change at number one, the Clemson Tigers. They received 55 first-place votes. They are number one in the country. Number two, the Alabama Crimson Tide. They received 3 first-place votes. They stay at that number 2 slot. Florida, they come in at number 3. Really impressive showing from Kyle Trask. The Gators took care of business against Ole Miss. They are at number 3. The Georgia Bulldogs struggled for about 2.5 quarters with Arkansas, but they took care of business with a strong defensive performance. They're at number 4. And then Notre Dame comes in at number 5. No game this week as their game against Wake Forest scrapped, but they are the number 5 team in the AP top 25. Ohio State, Big Ten teams allowed to re-enter the poll this week. They get 4 first-place votes, but not all voters voted for Big Ten teams. They come in at number 6. The Auburn Tigers took care of business against Kentucky. They're number 7. Miami, number 8. Texas survives against Texas Tech. They are number 9. And then Penn State rounds out your top 10. Again, Big Ten teams re-entering the poll this week. UCF, they continue to pace the group of 5. They're at number 11. Really impressive showing early on in the season. North Carolina, Mac Brown's number 12. Tar Heels coming in right there. Then Texas A&M at number 13. Oregon at number 14. And then the Cincinnati Bearcats round out your top 15. 16 through 20, what a showing from Mississippi State. They take down the defending champion LSU Tigers. They are in the top 25. Oklahoma State, they improved to 2-0. They're number 17. Oklahoma falls all the way to 18 after losing to Kansas State. Wisconsin and LSU round out 19 and 20. Then 21 through 25 here, Tennessee Volunteers at number 21. BYU looks good early this year. They're number 22. The Michigan Wolverines, a team who hasn't played yet, they're at number 23. Pitt is at number 24, and then the Memphis Tigers get in there at number 25. We'll sprint through these teams who received votes. Virginia Tech had a bunch of players out with coronavirus, still took care of business. They are your top vote-getting team outside the top 25. Louisiana, Minnesota, USC, and Kansas State after their upset win in Norman. SMU gets 37 points there. Marshall, Baylor, Iowa, and then the Utah Utes as well. Pac-12 set to get going in early November. A few more schools here. Virginia gets 12 votes there. Arkansas State, UAB, Washington, and then Kentucky after their loss to the Auburn Tigers. And then Louisville's got 4 votes. They've lost 2 in a row. And then Army with 3 as well. That's your top 25 plus teams receiving votes. We'll kind of take a closer look at the top 25 in just a second. But I want to ask you this question. Where should Ohio State be ranked? Because I would have them at number 3. Let me know where you would have them. I think even though they haven't played yet, I know McMurphy, some of these guys didn't vote for Big Ten teams. I would have them at number 3. I'm going to make this the pinned comment. Where should the Buckeyes be ranked right now? So a closer look at the top 25, and Ohio State's at number 6, by the way. Let's take a look at it in chunks of 5 here. Clemson, don't have any gripe there. They've got the most talent coming back from last year. I think they should be number 1. Alabama, number 2, same deal. I think that's correct. Florida looks really good offensively. That defense struggled a bit against Ole Miss. Kyle Trask, 6 touchdowns for the Gators on Saturday. That was a big performance, but I would have them at 4 and Ohio State at 3. Georgia comes in at number 4. They looked bad against Arkansas. That defense is always going to be good under Kirby Smart, but they got to figure things out quickly. JT Daniels can't get healthy quick enough. Big game against Auburn this Saturday for Georgia. And then Notre Dame at number 5. Not sure what to make of the Fighting Irish yet. Ian Book's a veteran quarterback. They didn't play this week against Wake Forest. So answer me this question as well. Who should be ranked number 1? I would stick with Clemson. I think they've earned that spot as of now. The most talent coming back from last year. They look strong early on this year. But what do you guys think? Who should be the number 1 ranked team in college football? Now, do you want an AP breakdown every single week? We can break down the top 25 here every single Sunday as we go through it. We've done it the past couple of years here at Chat Sports. If you want us to continue to do it, subscribe right now. I'll give my analysis, or Tom Downey will as well. We'll break down the poll and give our thoughts as well. If you want more college football videos in general, hit that subscribe button. 6 through 10 here, Ohio State coming in at number 6. Like I said, I would have them at number 3, but not surprised that some voters didn't vote for Big Ten teams because they don't play until late October. Auburn, number 7, pretty good showing against Kentucky. Not really sure what to make of that. Bo Nix still needs to grow as a passer. Miami, that is the team I am looking at. I think they should be higher than Auburn. I think they should be higher than Georgia based on what I saw from Georgia this past weekend. De'Aaron King looks fantastic. They've got some dogs defensively as well. Number 9, Texas. Let's talk about the Horns a little bit more, shall we? Talk about a miracle in Lubbock. They were down 15 points with just over 3 minutes to go. Quick touchdown, onside kick, another touchdown, 2-point conversion, and then a stop and score in overtime. No problem for the Horns. A truly miraculous victory. Only Texas Tech could find a way to lose this one, but Sam Ehlinger was great late. The Horns got issues defensively. Tom Herman's hanging on by a thread, it seems like, but hey, they found a way to get it done. The Horns improved to 2-0 with a big-time comeback win over Texas Tech. Before we get to more analysis on the AP Top 25, we got face coverings available at chatsports.com/CFB masks. And guys, these are 20% off right now for a limited time only. We got solo packs all the way up to 3 packs for all of your favorite college football teams, not just the ones we're showing. These Miami ones, those are sweet. Chatsports.com/CFB masks. Check the comments, check the description. Go ahead and represent your favorite team. A lot of teams are allowing fans in the stadiums, but you got to wear a face covering. Chatsports.com/CFB masks. That link is in the comments and it is in the description. 11 through 15, I love Dylan Gabriel from UCF. I think he's kind of a sleeper Heisman candidate. He won't win it because he's playing in the group of 5, but he's really good. Sam Howell at North Carolina is a good quarterback. I think they have a chance to be good this year. They're coming in at number 12. I don't like what I saw from Texas A&M this week. That was an ugly showing for the Aggies. The Oregon Ducks at number 14. Pac-12 doesn't play until November. We'll see if Penei Sewell opts back in. I highly doubt it. Cincinnati coming in at number 15. They've been consistently the second or third best group of 5 team behind UCF in recent years. 16 through 20, the story of the weekend, Mike Leach and Mississippi State. Unreal performance from KJ Costello. He threw for 623 yards against the LSU Tigers in an upset win. This is how good Mike Leach is. Look at these numbers from Costello. 623, 5 touchdowns and 2 picks in an upset win against the defending champs on the road in Baton Rouge. That is an SEC record for passing yards. Mike Leach, everybody's, quirky offense. He can't get it done in big-time college football. How about defeating the defending champs on the road with a guy who was a backup at Stanford last year? That's a terrific performance from Mike Leach, KJ Costello, and Mississippi State as they took down LSU 44-34. 17 through 20 here. Oklahoma State, that defense looks strong. Spencer Sanders didn't play yesterday. Chuba Hubbard ran pretty well. We'll see how they can continue to progress here in the Big 12, which is wide open because Oklahoma just melted the last quarter and a half against Kansas State in a 38-35 loss. Spencer Rattler looked great for about 2.5 quarters. Then he looked like a freshman. Put up big numbers. K-State was able to rally. That OU offensive line struggled a bit. They don't have much of a running game this year. We'll see what happens. They typically have a game like this every year that they lose and then they rally back, but I've got some questions. I don't love their running game. I don't love their offensive line, and, well, their defense is in mid-season form. Who is the most overrated team in college football? Maybe it was Oklahoma. Maybe it's Georgia. Georgia at number 4 is way too high. I don't know if y'all watched them. They set back offensive football 2 decades in that win over Arkansas. They got to figure things out quick. Let me know who your most overrated team in college football is. Real quick here, 19 and 20. I don't have much analysis on Wisconsin. Got to see them play first. We'll see how they look. I do like the quarterback they got last year, Jack Cohen. He played well as a freshman. I think he's the best quarterback they've had in a while. LSU at number 20. I don't think Miles Brennan played that bad. That defense has issues, and they lost a ton of talent. We'll see how they can bounce back moving forward. 21 through 25, Tennessee with a big win over South Carolina. That was a shootout. The Volunteers were able to get it done. BYU looks like a strong group of 5 team. They have a couple of blowout wins. Michigan, like I said, a lot of Big Ten teams. What's Joe Milton going to bring to the table for this Wolverines offense? We'll have to wait and see. Big test against Minnesota in Week 1 on October 24th. And then Pitt and Memphis, again, rounding out your top 25. How about this question? Should the college football playoff expand this year? Type Y for yes, N for no, because what have I mentioned a couple of times? Big Ten doesn't play until late October. Pac-12 doesn't play until early November. You're going to have some teams play 10, 11 games, other teams 5, 6, 7 games. Like, how do you evaluate if you're the college football playoff committee on choosing 4 teams? I don't see how you do it. Expand the playoff, more games for everybody. It's fun for all of us involved. I'm typing my Y for yes. They should absolutely expand the college football playoff. Now, we mentioned some of these Big Ten teams. Minnesota did not get in there. They should absolutely be in the top 25. I would put them at about number 19 or 20. Rashad Bateman, it looks like he's opting back in. That's a big one there. Again, I'd have Ohio State at number 3. I'd have Penn State, number 7, number 8. They can't be worse than Georgia's performance, right? Just because they haven't played yet. Georgia's played one game and they looked like crap, and they're number 4. So I don't really get that. Michigan, I think they're too low. I'd have them at number 13, number 14, somewhere in there. Wisconsin, same deal. I'd have them at number 16 or so. Obviously, these teams haven't played yet, but a lot of the teams we have seen have not looked great. So I do think that all of these teams should be ranked in the top 20. Now, who do you guys think is the most underrated team in college football? What do you guys think in the comment section? Let me know who the most underrated team is that you've seen so far. Well, we underrated Mississippi State. Never underrate Mike Leach football teams because they always prove us wrong. I'll put Mississippi State. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. And if you want an AP Top 25 breakdown every week, be sure to subscribe.